Hello everyone, my name is Murat Yazıcı from IEEE Turkey Young Professionals. Here we are a fascinating event. You know, it's October 4th, IEEE Day. So we prepared a very exciting event with several friends from several countries that they are IEEE volunteers. And we are very thankful to each of them because they accepted our invitations for this event. Thank you, all of you. Now I can explain the format of this program, and let's start with the first participants. First of all, each participant have around 10 minutes to talk, and one by one, starting from introducing himself or herself, and he or she will tell us their IEEE career, how it started, and first time and when and where started the IEEE career, his or her areas of interest, and some suggestions, some feelings, and some last words. I want all of them to say, we celebrate IEEE Day in their own mother languages. Okay, now I think we are ready with first participants from Muhammad Al-Barham from Jordan. Then we will go with the other participants one by one. Muhammad, let's start if you are ready and you can go.
Yeah, sure, I'm ready. So hello everyone. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Al-Barham. I am a professional member from IEEE Jordan section. Currently, I am working as a product owner at AppSwift company. My background, or I graduated as a mechatronics engineer. But as you know, we are engineers. We work on the technology. We work on a lot of things. I also interested in many things. I will tell you about them later. I heard about IEEE on the university when I was on the second year of my university. We had a lot of events. As you know, IEEE student branch and its chapters have a lot of activities, like from professional activities to fun activities to papers, a lot of activities during the year. So when I was on the second year, I went from the science college to the engineering college. So when I just walking in the college, met with my friends. They told me about IEEE and they have an event. You should come. There's some pizza, there's some drinks. You can come and join them. Okay, we can go. And then my journey started with IEEE, with let's say a professional journey started at that time, from a pizza or from some drinks to like a professional position in IEEE. It was like my second year in 2017, if I remembered well. So about my careers or my volunteering work in IEEE, they started in 2017. I volunteered in a lot of activities. It started from local activities on my students branch at the university, on some activities on the chapters. I remembered well, it was Robotics and Automation Society at that time. Then you come with IEEE, you will start your volunteering activities with its chapters, with the branches, and then go for the section. So also I volunteered with some of the activities for chapters, some of the activities inside student branch, and then some of the activities across the IEEE Jordan section. And then I go in the position one by one. I started as a volunteer, then I lead the IEEE student branch at the University of Jordan as a chair for 2 years. Then I went as a student representative for Jordan section as well for 2 years. And then I became as student branch chapters coordinator at Region 8 SAC team for 2 years. And it was a great opportunity, to be honest. I'm still in that position. I will tell you about my area of interests. So I think it will be interest for you. As I said, I'm a mechatronics engineer. I'm working as a product owner, which is like a connection between a technology or a management, which is somehow you can get this opportunity from IEEE, since IEEE is the largest organization in this field. So I got a lot of experience of the management from IEEE, and also a lot of let's say of the skills from professional skills or technical skills from IEEE. My area of interest in the product management, of course, and the AI, since I have, let's say, about 2 papers in AI, speech recognition, and another one for image classification, and mechatronics engineering, of course, robotics, electronics, and those things. To be honest, I'm feeling about IEEE Day as my birthday. So as you know, we meet here together. We're sharing about our interests. We're talking with each other, but we don't have some cakes to share with each other. So it's like a birthday. It's coming every year for us. We celebrate together. We share our interests. We celebrate this day around the world. Not only us. There's a lot of our friends or colleagues in IEEE celebrating at that moment. So like I can short this by it's a birthday for IEEE, and we can celebrate it every year. I will not take too much time, but I can say IEEE is your place, it's your family. You'll get a lot of experience from IEEE. So it's a gold experience and a gold opportunity for you to be an IEEE member. Don't be afraid to join IEEE. Go ahead, join IEEE, join its activities. Let's say start from your local branch, and then you can go around the world. This is what like make IEEE as a biggest professional activities gathering around the world. Okay, so I will say we celebrate IEEE in my language. So my mother tongue or my let's say primary language is Arabic. So we say this is in Arabic. نحن نحتفل بيوم IEEE. And that's all. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mohammed, thank you for joining us. And now we can go on with our second participants from Greece. Christos, it's your turn. Now you can on stage.
Hello,
You
everyone.
can go on.
My name is Chris Kapetis. I'm studying electrical and computer engineering in the Aristotle at the University of Thessaloniki in Greece. I would like to thank IEEE Turkey young professionals, and especially Murat, for inviting me here today to celebrate the IEEE Day with you. So the first time I have heard about the IEEE was during my first weeks at university, and specifically it was during the IEEE Day, a day like this. My student branch tends to organize its recruitment event early in October, and I saw a poster advertising the event. And when I joined the university, I always wanted to volunteer, but at the same time volunteer on a field that I'm interested in. So IEEE was the perfect combination for me. I joined the recruitment, then I joined the first meetings, and since then, it was 6 years ago. Time passes so fast. And I'm still here, the IEEE family. During my IEEE volunteering years, I started like a member in my student branch, organized some events, workshops, webinars later during COVID, a big software with companies from Greece and Europe. and I had served twice as an officer, once as a vice chair and once as chair in my student branch. Right now, I'm just an advisor in my student branch to let younger people to take responsibilities and get experiences in positions of leadership. Right now, I'm working on my diploma thesis, trying to get my degree. I plan to finish my degree by the end of the year, and taking care of my studies. Obviously, at the same time, I'm trying to attend the most every IEEE event I find. During summer, I met some of the participants of our event, and Murat, in Tunisia, in the Region 8 HCIP that is organized every 2 years. And I'm so happy that I met people from different countries that share the similar dreams, similar ideas, similar passions about engineering. And this is what's the biggest thing I have earned from IEEE. Meeting people, making friends from Greece, from abroad, and that's something only in volunteering you can find. Now, what is IEEE Day for me? It's always a fresh start because it's near the beginning of the academic year. University starts after the summer break, and my student branch plans the events that will take place during the next month, especially until the end of the year. So there is a lot of planning, a lot of suggestions, a lot of new ideas, new people joining every year, and all this effort to have the biggest outreach in your university's community or even your city's community. It's something that fulfills me a lot. And IEEE Day, it's the point that this begins every year. Last but not the least, I want to share that my best experience in IEEE, apart from the conference I attended this year in Tunisia, meeting so many different people sharing their views for engineering and the world. I have met in the past, as student branch, we had organized some trips in other countries, in other student branches, where we met students from there, and all this feedback with students abroad, it was a great experience that follows me until today. That's all for me. Today we celebrate IEEE. Σήμερα γιορτάζουμε τη μέρα του IEEE. Thank you.
Okay, again, thank you, Christos. So you joined us today to celebrate IEEE Day. Now we are going with Usema from Tunisia. Hi, Usema, and thank you again for accepting our invitation for this event. Now you can go.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Murat, for the invitation and for YP Turkey section. I am Usama Fitouri from Tunisia. Actually, I am a development engineer within FIS Tunisia. I graduated from the National Engineering School of Tunis in 2019, and I started my IEEE journey in 2016. Actually, in my engineering school, the IEEE is the first or the oldest student branch in Tunisia. So it's like the biggest club or association in my school. So it was obvious to join IEEE in my first year. And also I found some motivated leaders in my student branch at that year. So it was like easy to join and to be involved in our activities. In the student branch, we focused in 4 kinds of activities, which are events for everyone, even not IEEE participants, in training sessions for our member in IEEE in its new branch, for competitions outside our school, and also for projects. And this is a huge opportunity provided by IEEE to win or to be involved in technical projects, and you can get a fund for that. So I started my first year within these local activities. My second year within the student branch, I was elected as a human resources manager because I loved interacting with people and be involved in the interviews and meeting new members, and be the facilitator for them to join and to know about the values of the IEEE. And after that, I was elected also to be the treasurer of the student branch, and it was a huge opportunity also to see how to manage in organizing events in the financial level. So it's great to make events, but you need to make a balance between your budget and the other events that we aim to organize. At the end of the second year, I was, let's say, awarded to participate to represent my student branch in the regional SYP. That was in 2019 in Porto. And that was a really huge opportunity to see the IEEE in not in local level, but in regional one. So it was an opportunity to explore my network, to meet other students, to interact with them, and to share our mindset and ideas. I think IEEE, it's a hub to build your mindset. So if you are an engineering student, and you need to develop and your soft and hard skills, I think IEEE is the best place for you. If you are interested in humanitarian activities, we have programs for that. If you are interested in entrepreneurship, we have also a program for that. So any kind of interest, any field of engineering you're doing, you can find a chapter for your passion. So you can find everything you want in IEEE. Concerning my area of interest, I was interested in computer society. So after graduation, I integrated my section, Tunisia section, and be involved in the computer society in the national level. And I was also the SAC coordinator, Student Activities Committee coordinator within my section. And that was also an opportunity to not only interact with my student branch, but also all the student branch in Tunisia. We have a very dynamic section, so it was really amazing to work with these young people who are very motivated to organize and be involved in several IEEE events. Also, I was the ambassador of my student branch in the TSYP. TSYP is the version of the SYP for Tunisian level. And this year, we are organizing the 10th edition of this Congress. This also an opportunity to show the IEEE values at least once per year for IEEE members in Tunisia who are not who cannot attend regional congresses or international congresses. So at least they can see what IEEE looks in, let's say, national level. Also for IEEE Day, I think it's an opportunity to celebrate. So usually, especially in Tunisia, we started the academic year between September and October. So IEEE Day is the first event that every student branch will organize. So it will be an opportunity for students, to be involved in the first event and to make the mistakes when organizing the first event, because it's a celebration after all. So this interaction between old members and new members will be perfect to do that in the IEEE Day especially. After that, we'll have the IEEE Extreme in the same month. So it will be kind of competition, technical one for 24 hours. So also it's an opportunity to encourage you to participate in the IEEE Extreme in 2 weeks. My last advice will be join IEEE, renew your membership if you are already members. IEEE is really a hub for opportunities and for building your mindset and your mentality as an engineer. I will celebrate IEEE Day in my mother language, which is Arabic, but Tunisian, it's a bit different from Arabic, so I will say يلا نحتفل بيوم ال 22. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, for your talking. And now we are going with Arthur from France. Arthur,
Yeah, hi
keep going.
everyone.
If
Yeah,
you're okay,
can you hear
go.
me? Yes, thank you, Murat, for the invitation. Thank
Sure,
you,
we can hear you.
IEEE Young Professionals Turkey. It's a pleasure to be here today. Like Murat say, I'm Arthur from France. I'm a third year PhD student in Paris, and I'm also the chairman of the ICEP IEEE student branch. I joined IEEE around 2 years ago, so for a bit of context, IEEE is not that much developed in France at student level. So a lot of our professors are member of IEEE and a lot of professionals are member of IEEE, but we don't have that much students member of IEEE in France. And so I discovered IEEE only during my first year of PhD because I got a paper accepted to a conference, which was IEEE. And we had a huge discount if we join. So at the time, I joined for the discount, and I started to receive some mails, and I found the community to be really interesting. I asked some professor in the lab, why don't we have a student branch, something like that, and it happened that we had a long time ago in a dark age, in a golden age before COVID, but the branch died during COVID, and I arrived in a PhD during COVID, so I never met the branch, and everything was a bit lost. So in around 6 months ago, alongside with some other PhD students, we reactivated the branch. We started to recreate some events, and it was rather easy and really interesting because most of the PhD students of the lab were really motivated because most of them were already member of IEEE, but who were doing any activities. So it was a good start to start doing things. And right now it's the beginning of the academic year. So there is some new students in engineering school. As Christoph said before, it's like a fresh start. So right now our goal is to engage those students, create, I hope, some chapters. We have made some first touch events, and we will go on that way with them. And IEEE is a good start. We had some activities with the students inside the school today too, and I think it's a good milestone for them to understand why IEEE is and why it's really interesting for them to join early. Because first, you will, of course, have access to wonderful content all around the world, but also access to wonderful people. And the earlier you get involved in IEEE, the earlier you get the opportunity to meet those people at your national level, but also at regional level. I had the opportunity to participate in a RIT SYP this summer too, and it was a really nice opportunity to meet volunteer and passionate people from all around Africa, Middle East, and Europe. I will be short too, and I will conclude in French. Nous célébrons I3E. And thank you very much, and have a nice evening.
Thank you, Arthur, for your good talk, brief talk. And now we are going with Mr. from Nigeria. Hi, Mr.
Okay, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, okay. So my name is Mistura Muibi Tijani, and before I start, I would really like to appreciate IEEE Young Professionals Turkey for bringing us up. So it really feels good to be part of amazing people doing something big for IEEE on IEEE Day. So I'm a research engineer at Digital Pulse in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm the IEEE Young Professionals Chair for Nigeria. So I'm also I'm also an IEEE STEM ambassador, and I have an NGO called VESTEM, where I'm trying to make STEM education accessible to underserved people in Nigeria. So IEEE. So how I really got to know about IEEE was in my part two during my undergraduate degree at the university. There was the SB chair then, his name was Obi. So he was holding a banner for IEEE, and I approached him. I was like, Obi, what is IEEE? So he laughed at me, and I was like, I'm spoiling the name of the brand that is promoting. That is not IEEE, that it is IEEE. So it was really his warm gestures, and then was able to answer my question that really piqued my interest in IEEE. So in my part two, that was in year 2010, I joined IEEE officially. So of course, the following year, I didn't subscribe for membership. Then the next 2 years, because I really admired the woman in engineering chair at that time. So she was really somebody that I really want to mentor me. And I feel like if I join IEEE again, it will be an opportunity to be at the meetings and meet with her. So by 2013, I also have an active membership. And of course, while at the university branch, so I also became the woman in engineering. So during my tenure, I knew how to maintain an active membership. So in 2014, I was also an active member, and I was a WIE chair. So it has really been interesting. And I think it was in 2017 at the first African Student and Young Professional Congress that was held in Abuja in Nigeria. So that was the time that I knew that, oh, I'm really going to be an IEEE member for life, because it was really amazing. Like being amidst professional people that are making impact in your career, people, yeah, with the big cabals in the industry in Nigeria. So it really felt good. So I knew what IEEE has to offer me at that moment. So I knew that was the time that I'm really going to be an IEEE member for life. So I can say that my career with IEEE started in 2014/2015 when I was the WIE chair in my student branch, and part of the things that I did was STEM outreach for young girls. So we had a team of young girls came down to the University of Ibadan, so where we introduced them to engineering and really mentor them that we are also females pursuing careers in engineering. So that was what I did. And my area of interest, especially in IEEE, is humanitarian. It feels good helping people, the joy on their face when you help them. So I'm really, really interested in IEEE humanitarian activities, the site programs. And of course, I'm an IEEE STEM ambassador. So I've been leveraging on IEEE resources to promote STEM education in Nigeria and technical areas. Also, I love reading IEEE spectrums. While at the university during my undergraduate degrees, when I get all those spectrums and go through it, I really do not understand what is there. Like, what are these people doing? But now with the internet, and also because I've also had the opportunity to do some research on my own. So I get this spectrum and I'm really excited. Like at least I know about what they are discussing, especially when it comes to concepts like AI, deep learning. So it really feels good that I'm on the same page with IEEE spectrum. And my other technical interest is also like I get a lot of benefit from computer society, signal processing societies. When I read their mails, it feels good. So IEEE Day celebration. So well, just like Mohammed shared earlier, I kind of feel like it's my birthday. So I'm happy. And also because I've been seeing a lot of pictures that people are posting, like different posts. Today I saw one from my mentor in the Nigerian section, Engineer Latif. So he really posted a picture where he had IEEE spelled out on his picture. So it feels good. Like, so I'm happy. It's like my birthday. So my advice that I would have for people, especially in terms of IEEE, is to see IEEE as their professional home, irrespective of what their career path is, whether they're into entrepreneurship, they're into humanitarian, they want to go into the academia. There's always something that they can leverage on with IEEE. So I really like advise them that IEEE is they should be part of IEEE. And so my mother's language, my mother's tongue is Yoruba. So I'm going to say it in Yoruba that Anshe Ajoyoyo Ojo IEEE. So that means we are celebrating IEEE Day in my mother's tongue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Now, our last guest today is from UK section, Lais. Hello. Hi, Lais. Now you're on stage.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lais Souto. I'm a postdoctoral research associate at the University of Bristol. I'm there for slightly over 1 year. I joined it in July 2021. My background is in electrical engineering and electric power systems. I have a general interest in low carbon energy systems and power systems in general, the energy transition. And I'm currently working with mainly working with power system resilience to extreme weather events. In the context of low carbon energy systems. Well, I joined IEEE in May 2014. At the time, I was in my first year of my master's degree in São Paulo at the University of São Paulo in Brazil. At the time, I mainly joined for the networking and the discounts in conference. For me, those were the two main obvious benefits at the time. Since the academic programs are different in Brazil, there was no student activity at the time I joined it. So at the time, I didn't have the opportunity to engage with a student branch. And also, since I was to go abroad, I couldn't form a student branch myself. Now in Bristol, I'm a member of the academic committee of the University of Bristol student branch. Since I joined it in 2014, I've always taken advantage of the networking opportunities that IEEE provides. Having lived in different countries, it's great to have the IEEE organization to find people sharing interests in common, technical interests, but also you often find people with hobbies and other interests in common. So eventually, you also make a lot of friends outside of the technical scope of the activities. And another benefit, which also relates to networking, but it might be not so obvious, especially for students, is that you get, by being in contact with a lot of experts from your field and others, in the plenty of materials, you get a good overview of the big picture of your field. So it's great for you to see where your work or where your interests are in your area. And eventually you get in contact with new topics and learn new things, meet new people from our country, but also from different countries. I often take advantage of discounts in conferences, especially from the Power and Energy Society, from which I'm also a member. And also, having joined it in 2014, I've seen a huge development of different activities, including technical committees, resources, academic resources, but also the number of conferences that are happening. So, well, I would continue a member, possibly for indefinite time, to continue to take advantage of these benefits. For me, it's great. Well, last but not least, I'll say in my native language, we celebrate IEEE Day, which is Brazilian Portuguese. Nós celebramos o dia do I3E.
Okay, Lais, thank you to you also. Now, I will talk about myself briefly, very briefly. My name is Murat Yazıcı. Actually, for me, how I started my IEEE career, it was when I was a student, I think 12 years ago or something. I've been involved in several organizations like technology and entrepreneurship summits in our university, Middle East Technical University, and some organizations like social things or technical organizations. Actually, 2 or 3 years in student branch. After that, I was a little bit separated because I was to focus on, lessons and other career options. Then, around 3 years ago, my friend from school, now Dr. Ömer Melikgül, who is our former young professionals Turkey, invited me to be treasurer and secretary in Turkey Young Professional, and I accepted his invitation, and now I'm here. After 1 term, I'm now chair in IEEE Young Professional Turkey. It's pretty great for me to organize some events like that, and also as for me, here today, all participants are from. I met with in Tunisia last August in Region 8 SYP, Student and Young Professionals Congress, and we wanted to prepare such an organization today for celebrating IEEE Day. And again, we are very glad that they attended this organization, this event. We are very thankful to them. Thank you again. To me, for last person, my language Turkish, we celebrate IEEE Day words. Biz IEEE gününü kutluyoruz. This for my native language. Now for photo for a memory, Berkay, our broadcaster, will arrange 6 of you on the screen. Just wait for a photograph, okay? Then he will shot a photo for memory, okay?
You can smile. Yeah, there is no sign.
Okay, again, for last verse, again, thank you for our participants. Thank you for our watchers, followers. You can follow us on YouTube, IEEE Turkey YouTube channel, Instagram, and also LinkedIn. And again, thank you for attending this exciting organization. Again, thank you for everyone. Then have a good night for all, and bye-bye.